What's up, y'all? Elijah Moko Kendama, and we're here with another Kendama freaking review.
Finally!
Today we're going to be talking about the Okendama Candy. If you guys don't know Okendama, they are a Kendama brand in Latvia. They've been pumping out a lot of stuff as of recent. They're also wholesalers of other Kendama brands, so they have a bunch of different stuff on their website. So if you're from Latvia, definitely buy from them. Or if shipping isn't too bad, if you live in a country nearby or anything like that, go for it. Okendama is really cool. Disclaimer, I did get these two models for free. I will keep this very, very honest and objective, even though I got these products for free. Let's get to the video. When you open up the box for the Okendama candies, you're gonna get this box right here. Very nice, simple black box. And when you open it, you're gonna get a couple of things inside of it as well. So when you do open this box, you're gonna get an extra string with it right here. And then you're gonna get a cool sticker, slap it on anywhere. This one is pretty cool right there. This one is also very dank, nice sticker slappers. Always super nice when kendama companies put in very good effort when it comes to packaging. Obviously, when you remove the kendamas from the packaging, it's going to be full beach construction. You got some awesome designs on the can, such as, the Okendama logo right here, another version of the Okendama logo right there, and then very nicely right there, we also got another Okendama logo on the bird stall. Got that very cool swirl on the top. I think it's very stylish, cool when it spins. Whether it helps extra with your tracking, I don't know. Whether or not you can decide yourself, but it definitely does help with tracking in general. Nice split design, three-way split. There's a bunch of colorways out there, so you kind of just choose whatever you would like. Overall, these are just very, very pretty kendamas. Let's compare it to a very, very common shape that everyone plays in the kendama community right now. Right here, I got a Sweets Boost shape. Big cup to big cup, the Okendama edges the boost just by a little bit. Small cup to small cup, the Okendama definitely wins. Base cup to base cup, again, Okendama's edges it out just by a little bit. Now that we got that comparison out of the way, you guys know what the cups are kind of like on this. Let's get into how this can plays. So this kendama is pretty nice in the hands. It's a little bit bigger than your other kendamas by a couple percent, I believe. So it's a little bit chunkier, and I kind of like that. When you get to a boost, sometimes like the cups feel like very extremely large, and the sword to cup ratio feels just right, to me at least. It's very weird to get used to when you first play with it because it's a little bit bigger, but it does fit into the KWC box if that's what you guys are worried about in terms of just how big the Ken shape is. When you do get used to it, it is super fun for juggles. Like one of the most fun juggling kendamas I've ever had. Flipping is very natural to me. It flips very well in the hand, like my Ken flips feel really good. Just all that kind of stuff feels really good. When it comes to lighthouses, any kind of like bird and all that other stuff, it just feels just right to me. It features that really big bounce hole at the bottom, and you can also do your finger spins and all that if you're into that kind of stuff. And that allows for pretty decent lunar balance, but I would have to say that there were some issues with my lunars, not because of the lunar balance. So the problem with the lunar didn't have really to do with the Ken shape, because when you have a gaping hole like that, it kind of just doesn't matter what tama you have on it. I have a denser tama on this, so the way the silk plays on a dense tama and dense wood, it's gonna pretty much slick off, basically. Like, it'll help a little bit, but it's pretty slippery. On this one, I had less problems. This one's actually less dense Ken and tama, and I feel like it gripped more. I feel like the sticky paint just helped me more. But yeah, overall, a very nice Ken. The only nitpick I have with this Ken is that on both of these, I feel like when I do my taps, that feels very empty just because there is a lot of space missing to compensate for, finger spins and all of that. Whenever I'm hitting on the tap spot, it feels very empty and it feels like it's not bouncing back. I would say to get that bounce when doing taps, either drill less of a hole and maybe go wider, or I could be wrong, go smaller and then go deeper. In terms of the paint and the durability, as you can see, they hold up all right. They're not the most durable paint in the world, but very pretty to look at, especially when you have that top design on there. If we're talking the sticky paint, this broke in very nicely. The paint dented itself inside of the wood, which is very good when breaking in kendamas. It was pretty slick during 28 tricks later when I was playing, but inside, but when I was playing outside, it was very nice. In terms of this rubberized tama, very different experience because it was a dense tama, pretty much just slicked, and it didn't beat itself into the wood. The paint didn't beat itself into the wood because the tama is so freaking dense. Tracking, always nice. This is kind of the standard. If you don't have tracking on your kendamas, like, what are you doing? The top helps, the bottom parts help. it's very good tracking. Something that we don't really look at in kendama is cupping, and that is if the tama is really getting all the surface area in the cup, and I can tell you these are very, very nicely rounded tamas. Kind of a nitpicky thing is that I actually think the string that they use is a little too spongy for me. I can't really show a video of that feeling because it is more of a feeling thing, but I did change out the string on this black one. I feel like it really enhanced my play. Stretch out your string, but if you don't see a problem with it, don't change it out. That was just my personal experience. Another thing that I kind of had was a weight kind of issue. So this is a 92 gram tama, 85 gram ken, so that's a 7 gram difference. That's not that bad. 77 tama, 81 ken, so that's even better. These kens were actually switched. Now, if we look at the difference between those two, that's a very big difference. So I had to actually swap these to get better play. Maybe order multiple of these with your friends or something on a group order through Okendama or any other site that is selling these, so you guys can like weight match and like see where you can get the best ken or best wood feeling in terms of density, softness, all that kind of stuff. Overall, very awesome kendamas. Can't really go wrong with these. Very competitive with other kendamas today. These are very competitive with like the Sweets Boosts, all those kendamas in that budget price range. I will have to say 25 to 30, it's a little bit higher when it comes to that budget price range. I would say that it's very well worth it. I would suggest these for any kind of comp, freestyle, open, whatever you would like. And I really think that this kendama is really one step away from being the greatest beach kendama ever. If those taps are a little bit more accessible to me, but then again, not good at taps, and there are kids ripping taps on the Okendama page, you can see it yourself. They do already have locally turned shape just like this, but made out of maple and ash, I believe they're doing, and that seems to have more balance than this shape. They also have a new clear called Revo Clear. That stuff, from what I hear, is pretty good. Let me know if you guys want my thoughts on that, and maybe I can get that for you guys so I can put out a review. Thank you, Okendama, for sending these units out for me to review and putting out content for all the kendama players out in the world. I appreciate it a lot. That's it for me. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below. And this is Elijah from Okendama signing out. Peace.